Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me as well here with my April reset. We're gonna get some B-roll of me getting some things done and getting ready for the month. Because wow, it is already April. So 2026 is flying. I think part of it is my brain is so foggy this year, but it's fine. Anyways, April has a lot going on, a lot happening. I feel like there's just tons of things to do and get ready for. That includes Love in the Night happening April 13th through the 19th, where we read paranormal romances for a week. We do this twice a year right now. Seems to be our rhythm, and I love it. It's one of my favorite readathons, and I'm really excited for that. So I'll be sharing my TBR for that. I also have 30 and 30 happening. That starts today, the day you're watching this video. So like, we've got to go gather a TBR together. We've got to pick out some manga. To kick this off, let's just talk about my lives and my read-alongs right now, and then we'll go on a bit of a tidy, some B-roll adventures, we'll call it, while I get manga together and other things for the readathon and all that jazz. So first things first, let's just talk about my lives, the read-alongs, and all that, since we've already talked about the readathons. This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Alona Andrews comes out, or just came out, at the end of March. So FYI, we will be live, I believe May 1st tentatively right now is the plan. So this is your heads up so that you're ready, because obviously by the time you get that reset for May, it's going to be really close to the read-along time, so, or the live date. So I want to tell you now, tentatively on my calendar, I have May 1st. Pretty sure we're still going with that. I will check with the group before I post this video and I'll make a note if it's changing, but we're giving ourselves some time to read this book. It is a long one. We're really excited. Then we also have my members and I reading Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. I'm so excited for this. Indigo has been on and off of my checkouts for ages, and it's time I commit and just read the books, you know? Like, I just need to read the books. So I'm really excited for that. And then obviously 30 and 30 is all month long, and Love in the Night is happening this month as well. So go do some of the things to get ready for this reset in this month. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh my God.
A big stretch. And another big stretch. My name is Millie. And I like sleeping and cuddling and being petted. And what's going on over there? The table still where it's like, hey, I didn't say stop petting me. Keep going. That's better. So, in the day in the life of Millie, I like to lay out in the sunshine and just soak up the energy. And it's just so comfortable. And a lot of the time, I just like to sit and relax and think about life. You know, what's the meaning of life? Like sleeping and cuddling and eating. That's about all there is to being a doggy. But, you know, I just, every now and then I like to do my zoomies. And I get exhausted. I gotta sit back down and, you know, I go rummaging for food, see if anybody dropped anything before I go back to bed. And then I just get in bed and I just do it all over again and, you know, try to relax.
Okay. So now that takeover's done, I guess, let's get back to the reset. Let's talk about Read What You Own real quick, because I do have some updates for you this month. I read 34 titles, unhauled 4, DNF'd 8, and brought in 24 new things, which I ended the month down 22 more titles. So I'm doing it. I am still bringing stuff in, but I am reading way more than is being added to the library. So fingers crossed this pace keeps up the rest of the year, because each month so far we have reduced our library total, which feels so good. Feels so good. I will admit to you right now, I have 3 categories that have not shifted at all this year. And as we approach Q2, these categories have to shift. There's going to have to be some changes here. And those 3 are Libro FM, which is held steady at the same number as I started. NetGalley, which is up. That should drop this month. We'll talk about that in a minute when we talk about my potentials. And then Manga Digital has stayed the same. I have 12 titles there still. I'm hoping during 30 and 30 to blow through those 12, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm hoping we end Q2 with like every category is in the green for me, which means that I have read down from where I started this year. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's talk about the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, 2.0. We do have plans for if Stephanie does a 3rd round of this. I think I know how I'm going to do it, and it's going to be chaos, and y'all are going to Hate, love it, I don't know. We're gonna go, we'll see. We'll discuss it later when we get there. But first things first, I finished a couple more categories. I finished The Last 10 Years. I finished Spooky Creatures. I also marked adaptations as done because I read 5 indies, which replaces an entire square on the bingo board. And the adaptations one, it's not that I can't do it or that I won't do it. It's that I'm just like, don't care. That is just, that challenge does not interest me. I kind of naturally end up doing it anyways. In my reading, I don't feel like it stretches me that much, and I'm just not gonna complete it. So those are done. I have 25 prompts left, and it is April. 25 prompts. That feels so good. So we should end April. I haven't even accounted for any of my March reads counting. I need y'all to know that. I have none of my March reads I've checked if they count. So I've got to do that still. We'll do that. I've got a check-in coming. We'll do that during the check-in. We're going to see if there's anything I read that should count and I missed. But yeah, none of my, I don't think I read anything this month really that counts. Maybe a handful of manga, but that's it. But yeah, I literally am going to read my May and June releases in April because that's 60 days before or after. I have no bingo still. This is where I'm at, but I'm very, very close. So in May, we should have a bingo, which is great because I should be able to finish in May, if not early June, with this challenge. Like, we're really going to have to see where we're at, and I'm going to start pulling things to, like, hit the finale of the challenge and see what all I have left to read. So there's that. All right, let's talk about arcs. Arcs are going to be a big focus for me this quarter, I think, and also in April specifically. I'm kind of going to do a loose arc April. I'm hoping to use a lot of my older arcs to start filling in the hardest reading challenge prompts potentially, so that could end up being its own vlog, or it may just be in my regular weekly vlogs here as I start amping back up into doing more regular vlogging. I'm hoping to come back to it this month. So first things first, I have Unbound by Peyton Corinne. I'm so excited for this. I wanted to read it, not as close to release date, but I wanted to read it pretty close. It comes out April 7th. So I want to read it, honestly, this first weekend of April probably. I'm very excited. I'm not ready to cry. I loved the first chapter I read of it, but I am so pumped to dive in. The Escape Game. This is Marissa Meyer's debut mystery, and I did enjoy that first chapter. I'm excited to read more of this. Also comes out April 7th. And then April 14th, we have a ton of titles, so I'm going to tell you those. We have Stay for a Spell, The Art of Loving You. This is Natasha Bishop's new one. On Thin Ice. This is a black hockey romance author that was indie that got picked up, and I think it's a wide shoes, bully, messy college romance, so I'm very curious. Big Girl Blitz. This is by Danielle Allen. And I loved the last two in this series. I have the audiobook for this one. I'm hoping to read it soon. It is long. This one is significantly longer than the other books in the series, though. So that's the only reason I haven't already read it. Then I have West of Wicked by Nikki St. Crow. This is her Wizard of Oz retelling, book 1. Or reimagining, whatever you want to call it. I'm intrigued. I have the audio of this also. Oh, April 7th, we also have Smoke and Scar by Gretchen Powell Fox. I have this to read. You will get a vlog from me early April with this in it, as well as the other Scarlet Press I have left, which is Amid Cloud and Bones, which is out April 28th. So those are the arcs. I don't know that I'll finish every single April arc I have, but I'm gonna hopefully get through a lot of them. Again, 2 of them are already in a vlog that's coming out this month, so there's that. That's a win. And then that just leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that I have to read. But let's talk about my potential reads for the month outside of Love in the Night, because Love in the Night, I'm going to read not NetGalley books. I don't really have any paranormal NetGalleys to read, so there's that. But I'm going to read a lot of NetGalley books, aka arcs, during April. So first things first, I have some super anticipated releases that are now available as arcs that I've gotten approved for. And those include Embrace by Balcabra. I'm using this for the Rainbow Challenge on Hardest Reading Challenge. Yes Chef by Grace Riley. A Pack for Summer by Ilana Lee. Also very, very excited for this one. Pray for Me by Ali Oleander. I literally just got this. So I'm very pumped for it. But yeah, these are like ones that I'm prioritizing for sure. They do not come out this month. They come out later this year. But I think I would like to just get through them because I am excited for them and I want to start picking up arcs as I get them. That's part of me getting caught up, is like picking up as I get them. But those 4 are definitely my like top priority right now as far as like reading them sooner than later and continuing my little like catch up. And also a lot of them can count for HRCYED, so that's a win. And yeah, I'm gonna basically just kind of like look at what I have prompt wise and see where I have arcs that fit. Even if they're LibreFM arcs, I'm gonna count those too. Like, we're gonna start slotting some things in here because I would love, it would feel really good to go into May with honestly even 10 I don't think I'll manage 10 left, but if I could read like 10 or 15 this month to count for the challenge, I'll feel so good. So yeah, we're gonna browse the arcs and things I've gotten advanced reader listener copies of to start for the month. But those are my like 4 I'm really hopeful I get to. Then we have Love in the Night, and I do have a bit of a TBR already. There will be a post on Instagram the week right before the readathon starts to show you what I'm gonna read. But I have a handful here picked. I have like 7 titles. It's a book a day. That's pretty doable in my opinion for me, even with 30 and 30, but we'll see how this goes. First up, I have Faded to the Scarred Wolf by April L. Moon. I've been reading one-ish of these every readathon. I did read one earlier this year, but this will get me current with the series until the next one comes out, so I'm okay with that. I think that sounds like a great plan for me. I enjoy these. I have them on audio, so I've just been kind of reading them that way and enjoying it. Portal of Pleasure, this is the second book of this series. I loved book 1. Little novella, that'll be a good time. A Bond of Trust by Jamin Eve. This is the finale in the Shifter City Omega series. I read the first 1 or 2 during one of the 30 Love in the Nights, so I was like, we should just read this now, right? And that will also, again, another series I'll finish. I also have Her Soul for Revenge by Harley LaRue on the list. I would like to continue this series and maybe read at least book 2, and then maybe I'll read book 3 in October. Again, I'm liking the idea of wrapping some things up. We also have Craving in His Blood by Zoe Draven. This is the second book in her Alien Vampires, so could work well for me. That's a iffy maybe. I also have The Lone Wolf's Rejected Mate by Kate C. Wells. I have been reading one-ish of these every Love in the Night because I can't read them back to back because they're such rejected mates. They're rejected mate stories, all of them. And I love them. But like I also can't just like always marathon a rejected mate. So there's that. And then we have Hell of a Bargain by B.P. Gilmore. I read this. It will be in a video you get later this month where I read all my my maybes from last year's try chapters. And this was the maybe on the list, and I read a little bit of it and I was like, I'm just gonna read this during Love in the Night. So that's where we're at right now. Let's see. There's that. Let's now do the fun thing and talk about manga. 1 second. Okay, so for manga, let's discuss. We have 30 and 30. I have that TBR bookshelf in the other room. I would like to empty the crate I have, which would require reading about 50 volumes without me buying anything else. That may not be doable. I don't know. I have a very busy April. That is one thing I didn't tell you in this reset yet. I have a very busy month ahead, but I got a huge stack here of things I've already pulled off of that shelf that I want to talk to you about. And when I say a stack, I really do mean a stack. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna hold it and set them down as we go. So first up, I want to read Otaku Vampires Love Bite Volume 6. That'll get me current. I love this cover, but also it'll count during Love in the Night. This feels dangerous, but we're doing it. I also have Colette Decides to Die. I need to read volume 2 or 3. What have I read of this? I don't even remember. Anyways, I think I'm on volume 3. I'm 99% sure. I have 3 through 5 to read, so I would like to read at least 1 or 2 of these. They're 2-in-1, so for 30 and 30, that's a great option. It does kind of push me ahead a little. One of the prompts for 30 and 30 is finish a series, which is a great chance to read a standalone. Okay, these are falling, so which is a great chance to read a standalone. And the standalone I'm going with is My Instructor Won't Yield. I really am excited for this. It looks really cute. Another prompt we have is your favorite number. So one of my favorite numbers is 13. I have a couple favorite numbers, but I'm of course in the 13 club. Who's surprised? I have My Senpai is Annoying Volume 12 and 13. So I'm going to read these two possibly on the first. These may be the first reads of 30 and 30. This also finishes the series, so that is something I would like to see myself do a lot of this round. I also pulled A Sign of Affection Volume 12 because I got this and I still haven't read it yet. I also have 2 volumes of Cheeky Brat to read. So I have volumes 16 and 15 of Cheeky Brat. I think I would love to end 30 and 30 current on Cheeky Brat. That would feel really good. Oh no. Okay, then we have another one that will count for Love of the Night, and that is My Dear Curse Casting Vampiress. I have 2 and 3 of this. I just grabbed 2 down. Obviously, if I could read both of those, we would be in, again, fantastic shape. Assassin and Cinderella Volume 2. I want to get Volume 3 when Shay's here and I go book shopping this month, so that's going on my list. The Great Snake's Bride Volume 6 is another one I would like to read. One that I loved a Volume 1 of and have not continued, and it's kind of a tragedy that I haven't, is Choking on Love, and I own through like Volume 4. So I think this would be a great option for me to go ahead and just marathon a little shoujo. It's josei technically, but you get what I'm saying. Just a little fun contemporary romance. Then I also have volume 4 of We Can't Do Just Plain Love. I really was excited when this came out, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. We had a really long gap. Then I also have Hi, I'm a Witch, volume 5. This is high on my list also for this month. I think that's one that's like going to be easy to tackle. I also have the finale for After We Gaze at the Starry Sky, volume 3. I want to read that, see what I think. I loved volumes 1 and 2 of that series, so I'm excited to finish. We have Fall in Love You False Angels volume 4. Another one that gets me current. I also have a manhwa, which is Winter Wolf volume 2. I need to read this month. This has been staring at me since it came in, and I've been wanting to read it since it came in, but I've told myself I needed to read other things first, so that's happening. Witch-Hat Atelier, a series that I love. The anime is dropping in April. I feel like I should get current or almost current. If I could get to like volume 10 this round, I think that would feel good. I just would love to see myself get through a lot of this. This is taking up a lot of space on my TBR cart, or my TBR shelf, not a cart, so there's that. Then we also have In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. I have volumes 2 and 3. I'd like to read more of that, make a decision on the series. And then I have The Vampire and His Pleasant Companions, volume 2 through 4 or 5, whatever we're up to. I have up to current, and I was waiting on this because we had a big hold gap on when the next one would be published. So I was like, okay, well, wait a minute, and then when that comes out, I'll start picking it up again. And then, but yeah, I just would really love to end 30 and 30 with space cleared on that shelf. So I'll document it some this month while I read it, possibly in some capacity for us to show that space is being created on this shelf, and we'll go from there. But overall, I think, you know, April's gonna be a fun month. Like I said, I have vlogs planned. I'm working my way back into vlogging again. I have not decided if you're getting weekly or bi-month, like 2 updates. I don't know how we're gonna do 30 and 30 check-ins yet this month, because again, there's a lot going on. So we're gonna see how much I read, and I may pop up on Mondays periodically with a manga check-in. You may just get one giant video at the end. I was debating that, possibly just doing a giant vlog at the end too. So we'll see what happens. I will make a decision. If you have an opinion down below, you can let me know. Otherwise, if you don't do any of that, let me know what you're planning to read in April and what you're excited for this month, and if you're participating in any of the readathons I'm hosting. If you don't do any of that, you can leave me a rain emoji of your choosing, because April showers, I feel like that makes sense. So we'll do that, and I will have links to everything for you down there, links to my friend anywhere on the internet that I am, and I'll talk to y'all in just a few days in my next video. Bye!
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.